After an investigation reportedly uncovered a drug used for euthanizing animals inside various brands of dog food, a recall has been issued. The J.M. Smucker Company recalled a number of their Gravy Train, Kibbles and Bits, and Skippy wet dog food products.
Your dog's bowl should mean love, not lab mistakes. Some bags hide salmonella, aflatoxin, or even traces of a euthanasia drug. The scary part? Many of these names are still on shelves. Older dogs and pets on heart or kidney meds get hit the hardest. Handling the food can also sicken people at home. Today, we're counting 10 brands to avoid at all costs and 5 that are actually safe. Keep your pup safe without guesswork. Coming in at number 10, Cesar Classics Filet Mignon Trays. Pretty tray, tidy peel, one hidden shard can turn dinner into a vet sprint tonight. Sold as gourmet comfort, but a recall showed hard plastic pieces could end up in bowls. In October 2016, Mars Pet Care issued a voluntary recall of specific 3.5 OAS trays and multi-packs of Cesar Classics Filet Mignon due to possible small white plastic fragments from manufacturing. Affected lot codes were listed by the company, and consumer notices summarized the scope. 2016 Mars Pet Care Consumer Notice. That is not a flavor issue, that is a foreign material hazard. Why this can slip past you: fragments are invisible once mixed in, and wet food's aroma and gel cap mask problems. You will not smell plastic. Your dog will not taste it before swallowing. Visual checks fail when pieces are thin, light, and the same color as the loaf. Who is at higher risk? Small breeds with narrow throats, seniors with weaker swallow, and dogs with dental or esophageal issues. Choking and laceration are obvious concerns. Even minor trauma can mean pain, drooling, gagging, or vomiting. For cardiac or kidney patients, vomiting and dehydration can snowball fast and push a fragile dog into a clinic visit. A shiny gelatin cap and warm, meaty aroma that feels safe and home-style. The danger is silent. Looks gourmet. The risk is small and sharp. Your fix today: avoid the recalled lots entirely. Favor cans or trays from brands that publish quality controls and trackable lot codes. Before serving any wet tray, break the portion with a fork and spread it on the dish so sharp bits show up. Keep the outer sleeve or take a photo of the date and lot panel in case you need it. Check the FDA pet food recall page before restocking and sign up for alerts. If your dog coughs, gags, paws at the mouth, or vomits after eating, stop feeding and call your vet. One question for you: have you ever found a hard speck or packaging piece in a wet tray? Next up, a canned staple that looked cozy in the pantry but was flagged for something far worse than plastic. Landing at 9, Kibbles and Bits Canned. Sauce shines, label smiles, risk hides quietly, and your dog has no warning at dinner time. Budget comfort poses as wholesome, but testing found a euthanasia barbiturate. That is the betrayal. Cozy branding up front, chemistry in the bowl. In 2018, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration reported a J.M. Smucker voluntary recall after pentobarbital was detected in certain canned Kibbles and Bits lots. Any pentobarbital in pet food is adulteration. The acceptable level is 0. This is not a flavor issue. It is a central nervous system drug that can sedate, slow the heart, and kill at higher doses. You cannot see it. You will not smell it. Gravy looks glossy and rich. Chemistry stays silent. The can opens with a friendly click. Dogs swallow without a clue. That is why this hazard passes the kitchen sniff test. The health stakes are real. Seniors and heart patients are fragile. Sedation can drop blood pressure and worsen arrhythmias. Dogs on diuretics or kidney meds can crash faster. Ataxia and collapse are possible. Kids and older owners handling the food face risk if they touch their faces or snacks before washing. A warm, meaty aroma with thick sauce that coats the loaf. It looks inviting. The threat is invisible. The label smiles while the lab report frowns. Rely on facts, not comfort memories. Check the brand recall page and the FDA database before you buy. Prefer brands that publish supplier controls, species-named meats, and third-party batch tests. Store cans cool, rotate stock. If your dog looks sedated, wobbly, or oddly quiet after a meal, call your vet. Bring the can and lot code. Report the event to your state feed control office. Wash your hands after handling food. Have you ever switched away from a canned food because something felt off? Keep that instinct. Next up, Gravy Train. A pantry classic with gravy on the label and the very same drug at issue. Holding spot 8 is Gravy Train. Can clicks, gravy pours, comfort vibes rise, but the real danger stays quiet at home. Nostalgic branding meets a hard truth, the same pentobarbital finding that triggered a multi-brand recall. In 2018, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration reported a J.M. Smucker voluntary recall after pentobarbital was detected in certain canned gravy train products. There is no safe amount of this drug in pet food. The legal tolerance is 0. Cross it, and a pantry staple becomes a pharmacologic threat. Why this slips past you? The can opens normally. The aroma is meaty and warm. Texture looks smooth. Pentobarbital is colorless and odorless. It disperses through the batch. There is no visual cue. Families feed dinner, then notice wobbling or deep sleep. Health stakes are serious. Dogs can show ataxia, slow breathing, and collapse. Seniors, tiny breeds, and heart patients struggle first. Dogs on sedatives, pain meds, or kidney drugs face a higher risk. Owners can be exposed if they handle food and then touch their faces or snacks before washing. Meaty steam, glossy sauce, and a tender loaf that breaks with a spoon. It feels hearty. The risk stays silent. The can looks kind. The chemistry is not. Do not rely on brand memory. Act on proof. Choose brands that publish supplier controls and batch testing. Keep a photo of the lot and date codes. Check the FDA recall page when you shop. Store cans cool and dry. Rotate stock. If your dog seems sedated or unsteady after a meal, call your vet and bring the can. Report the lot to your state feed control office. Know the signs: heavy eyelids, poor balance, slow heart rate. Keep the dog warm and calm. Early care saves lives. Did you ever see a canned food make your dog strangely sleepy? Next up, Ol Roy, a bargain aisle name that faced the very same drug finding. At number 7, the brand that slips past labels, Ol Roy Canned. Cheap today can explode into vet bills tomorrow. Hidden risks do not advertise themselves anywhere. Everyday value with repeated safety shadows, including the 2018 pentobarbital finding and the 2007 recall era. In 2018, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration reported a J.M. Smucker voluntary recall after pentobarbital was detected in certain Ol Roy canned products. In 2007, the Menu Foods melamine crisis triggered massive recalls across many brands, including Ol Roy, per Twin Oaks Animal Hospital advisories. Signals mattered. Why this can pass your senses. Pentobarbital is colorless and odorless in a loaf. Melamine adulteration never announced itself either. The can opens normally. The food slides out, meaty. Visual and smell checks are weak defenses against chemistry you cannot see. Health stakes rise in seniors and dogs on meds. Sedatives depress breathing and blood pressure and can worsen heart disease. Melamine-related kidney injury triggers vomiting, lethargy, and bleeding risks. Pets on diuretics, ACE inhibitors, or NSAIDs may destabilize faster. Hands moving from the bowl to snacks spread risk at home. Beefy smell, soft loaf texture, trust shouldn't be this mushy. Low price tags your wallet. Bad cans tag your dog's health. Avoid value canned lines with opaque sourcing. Choose vetted fresh or tested dry from companies that publish supplier audits and batch testing. Photograph the lot panels. Check the FDA pet food recall page and sign up for alerts. Store cans cool and rotate. If your dog is wobbly, glassy-eyed, or unusually sleepy, call your vet now. Bring the can and lot code. Report through your state feed control office and the FDA safety reporting portal. Systemic risk note. Multi-brand events point to shared suppliers and rendering inputs. When upstream controls fail, many labels fall together. Old recalls how a company audits partners today. Keep paperwork, discard old cans sealed, and sanitize prep areas. If blood or black stool appears, seek urgent care. Have you ever returned a can because the contents felt wrong? Next, a balanced kibble that risked more than the dog bowl. Coming in at number 6, Diamond Naturals. When food safety fails upstream, a bag can hurt pets and people at once. Marketed as balanced, yet a plant outbreak was linked to human salmonella illnesses. In 2012, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention confirmed 49 human salmonella infections across 20 U.S. states and Canada tied to products from a Diamond facility. That is not a pet-only problem. That is a household problem. Why this passes the eye and nose test. Pathogens are invisible and kibble smells fine. Surfaces pick up residue during scooping and feeding. Dogs can shed bacteria without looking sick, spreading it around the home. Health tie-in. Immunocompromised owners can land in the hospital. Fragile dogs on steroids, chemo, or cardiac meds can spiral after a GI hit. Dehydration and fever ripple into kidney stress. For seniors, a routine feeding error becomes a medical event. Kibble looks uniform and clean. Microbes leave no scent, color, or crunch change. A tidy label cannot disinfect a dirty line. Favor makers that publish environmental pathogen testing, kill step validation, and corrective action reports. Verify lot codes and keep photos for traceability. Wash your hands after scooping. Clean the bin. Do not mix new kibble with old crumbs. Store sealed and cool, off the floor. If a dog develops diarrhea, fever, or lethargy, call your vet and report bag details. Check the FDA recall page monthly. Mechanism matters. Salmonella survives in low-moisture foods and plant dust, riding on augers, belts, and boots if sanitation and dry clean protocols fail. Without routine zone swabs and heat validation, it hides in cracks and returns. Household controls help. Use a dedicated scoop. Wash your hands after feeding. Clean counters. Empty and scrub the storage bin between bags. Keep the bag lot panel until it is gone. Feed in a cleanable area. Would you change brands if the plant, not the recipe, was the problem? Next up, a premium label made at that network that also hit the recall wire. Landing at number 5, Taste of the Wild affected the 2012 lots. Wild art sells trust, but a dirty line can turn dinner into a hospital trip. Ancestral marketing met a plant problem that spread beyond one label. The betrayal is simple. Premium Image promised clean nutrition, yet this brand was tied to the same salmonella event as other products made at the Diamond facility. Wilderness Pictures sold trust. Facility controls broke it. 2012 U.S. Food and Drug Administration notice. Recall of products produced at a Diamond Pet Foods facility for salmonella risk. Brand listed among impacted. That is a manufacturing and supply chain failure, not a recipe tweak. Why this slips past the nose? Pathogens are invisible and odorless. Kibble looks crisp and uniform. Sampling can miss hot spots when sanitation and traffic flow fail. The label did not change. The smell did not change. Health relevance matters. Dogs can develop vomiting, diarrhea, fever, and dehydration. Older or fragile dogs crash faster. People get sick too, especially toddlers, elders, and anyone on chemo or immune-suppressing meds. Cross-contamination from hands to snacks happens fast. Roasted meat aroma and wilderness art suggest safety, but the reality was microbial. The crunch stays the same. The danger stays hidden. Premium claims do not sanitize augers, belts, boots, or dust. Your fix: verify the plant on the bag or ask support. Favor makers that publish environmental pathogen testing, heat kill validation, and corrective actions. Keep a photo of the lot panel. Do not pour new kibble onto old crumbs. Clean bins between bags. Store sealed and cool, off the floor. Wash your hands after scooping. If your dog shows fever, bloody stool, or lethargy, call your vet and bring the bag and lot code. Check your pantry for affected dates and discard sealed items. If this helps, hit like so more pet parents see it. Tell me your dog's food below and I'll suggest a cleaner swap. Would you switch brands if the plant, not the recipe, was the problem? Even vet-recommended lines missed a critical nutrient target the following year. Holding spot 4 is Iams, selected 2013 lots. A sensitive label soothes owners, but missed basics can put families in urgent care. Tailored promises met a lab reality when controls failed. Betrayal, sold as sensitive and tailored, yet salmonella sparked a broad recall across multiple dry varieties. In August 2003, 13, Procter & Gamble and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced a voluntary recall for salmonella risk in certain Iams dry dog foods. That is a process failure, not a flavor issue. Why this sneaks past? Kibble looks normal and pours the same. Pathogens are invisible. A plant can miss a contaminated run if kill steps, environmental swabs, or traffic control fail. The nose test will not help. Health relevance is direct. Dogs can develop diarrhea, fever, vomiting, and dehydration. They can also shed bacteria without looking sick, spreading risk to floors and hands. Kids, older owners, and anyone on chemo or immune-suppressing meds are vulnerable. Fragile dogs on heart or kidney meds can crash quickly. Kibble crunch is fine. Culture plates told another story. A science label means little if the plant forgets the basics. Your fix: favor makers that publish environmental monitoring, validated kill step temperatures and times, and corrective actions. Ask which facility made your lot. Photograph the lot code with the receipt. Do not mix new kibble with old crumbs. Wash your hands after scooping. Clean the bin between bags. Store sealed, cool, and off the floor. Feed in a cleanable area. If a dog shows blood and stool, fever, or unusual lethargy, call your vet and bring the bag and lot panel. Why this matters every batch. Salmonella can live in low-moisture foods and plant dust, riding belts and boots, if dry clean protocols fail. Without routine zone swabbing and heat validation, it hides and returns. One question for you: would you switch if the brand fixed labels but not the plant plan? Next up, its sibling premium label got tagged the same week, Eukanuba, coming at 3. At number 3, the brand that slips past labels, Eukanuba, selected 2013 lots. Same roof, same weak link, same recall, and the performance promise suddenly cracks for many. Performance branding could not prevent a salmonella recall that reached across multiple dry varieties. In August 2013, Procter & Gamble and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced a voluntary recall for salmonella risk involving select Eukanuba dry dog foods. That is a process failure, not a flavor note. It tells you where controls broke, not where marketing lives. Why this can pass the kitchen test. Pathogens are invisible and odorless in dry food. Pellets look clean and smell mild. Contamination hides where the nose never reaches. Sampling can miss hot spots when sanitation, traffic patterns, or recontamination beat the plan between shifts. The bag looks the same. The pour sounds the same. The hazard travels on dust. Health relevance is direct. Dogs can develop vomiting, diarrhea, fever, and dehydration. They can also shed bacteria without looking sick, spreading risk to hands, rugs, and beds. For fragile owners on chemo, steroids, or with chronic illness, handling contaminated food can lead to severe infection. For seniors or heart patients, dehydration can push blood pressure and electrolytes into the danger zone. Fragile dogs on cardiac or kidney meds crash faster. A science label means nothing if the plant misses the basics. Clean-smelling pellets that crunch exactly right. Culture plates told another story. Your fix: track which facility makes your bag. Ask support to confirm the plant. Prefer brands that disclose facility names, publish environmental swab programs, and show validated kill step temperatures and times. Keep photos of the lot and date codes with receipts. Wash your hands after scooping. Use a dedicated scoop, not a kitchen cup. Store sealed and cool, off the floor. Do not pour new kibble onto old crumbs. Empty and scrub the bin between bags. If your dog shows fever, bloody stool, or lethargy, call your vet at once. Bring the bag and a photo of the lot code. Save a 1-cup sample for potential testing. Clean and disinfect scoops and bowls. Report the lot through your state feed control office and the FDA safety reporting portal. If kids helped feed, wash your hands, and wipe surfaces. One question for you is, would you switch if the brand fixed labels but not the plant plan? Now, a misformulation that went far past an upset stomach. Coming in at number 2, Hill's 2019 canned dog foods. The label said precise, the assay said otherwise, and the math was not kind to pets. Science branding met numbers that put real dogs in real danger. Betrayal. A science-based promise, but vitamin D rose to toxic levels in certain cans. This was not a vague complaint. It was a measurable overdose. Evidence Line 2019, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and Hill's reported recalls for excess vitamin D in multiple canned dog foods. Testing found concentrations up to 102,000 IU per kilogram, while typical safe targets sit near 500 to 3,000 IU per kilogram. That gap is not a rounding error. It is an exposure that can wreck physiology. Why this passes the kitchen test? There is no strong smell change, no color alarm, no texture shift. Vitamin D is a micronutrient. Overshoot hides in numbers. Owners open, scoop, and serve. Dogs eat normally until toxicity builds. Health relevance is immediate. Vitamin D overdose drives hypercalcemia. That raises calcium in the blood and tissues. Kidneys take the hit first. Signs include vomiting, thirst, peeing large volumes, lethargy, and poor appetite. In severe cases, you can see arrhythmias, GI bleeding, and acute kidney injury. Fragile dogs struggle fastest. Seniors and dogs on heart or kidney meds have less reserve to buffer the insult. The food smells meaty and rich, looks uniform, and slides from the can smoothly. Nothing in that moment warns you. Numbers beat labels every time when precision fails. Context matters. The failure occurred at the premix stage. Vitamin pre-blend accuracy and verification matter in every batch. If a supplier misformulates or a lot slips through without correct testing, even a respected brand can send an overdose to shelves. That is why corrective actions must include supplier audits, in-house assay checks, and a hold and release system for cans. Your fix: avoid implicated date codes and products named in the recall. Prefer brands that audit vitamin premix suppliers, demand certificates of analysis for each lot, and verify with in-house assays before release. Keep the label panel and lot code. If your dog shows vomiting, thirst, heavy urination, or weakness, call your vet. Ask about blood calcium and kidney values. Bring the can, the lot code, and a feeding history. Store canned diets cool and rotate stock. Do not feed recalled lots even if your dog seems fine. Save unused cans sealed. One question for you. Would you change brands if numbers, not flavor, were the failure? Our number 1 case was not an upset. It was deadly. Landing at number 1, Sport Mix, Midwestern Pet Foods. A familiar bag, a friendly price, and one invisible toxin can turn dinner into liver failure tonight. Every day, Kibble was linked to fatal aflatoxin poisonings. 2020 to 2021, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration reported 110+ dog deaths and product tests over 400 ppb aflatoxin, with the FDA action level at 20 ppb for finished feed. That gap is not a rounding error. It is a lethal exposure. Aflatoxin comes from Aspergillus molds on stressed corn. Poor grain screening lets contaminated lots through. Toxin levels vary widely between truckloads and even inside a single lot. A bad bin can seed multiple batches before anyone knows. Why you did not spot it? Aflatoxin is tasteless and colorless in the bowl. The kibble looks normal. The smell seems fine. The crunch is unchanged. Kitchen sniff tests do nothing here. Health stakes are immediate. The toxin injures the liver first. Early signs include lethargy, poor appetite, vomiting, and increased thirst. Then jaundice, bruising, dark tarry stool, and bleeding gums. Small breeds and seniors crashed first in reports because they have less reserve and dose per kilogram climbs faster. Kibble looks normal. The toxin is tasteless. The bowl looked fine. The lab told the truth. This is a supply chain problem, not a flavor. When drought seasons hit and corn quality drops, risk spikes. If inbound testing is weak, sampling is too sparse, or bins are not segregated, a hot load can contaminate a run. Without batch-by-batch mycotoxin screening and hold and release, dangerous bags reach shelves. Your fix today. Buy brands that test every corn lot and every finished batch for aflatoxin, ochratoxin, and fuminizins. Ask for written confirmation. Prefer formulas that minimize corn during high-risk seasons. Avoid bargain feeds right after drought years. Keep the original bag with the lot panel until the food is gone. Store sealed, cool, and dry. Do not mix new food on top of old crumbs. If your dog shows yellow eyes, bruising, black stool, or sudden weakness, call your vet now. Bring the bag and the lot code. Save a sample for testing. Report the case to your state feed control office and through the FDA safety reporting portal. The FDA expanded alerts as new test data flagged more lots. Some pets survived with plasma, vitamin K, and days in the hospital. Early vet care improves odds. Waiting turns a treatable injury into a crisis. One question for you. Do you keep bag lot panels until a bag is finished? Not every brand plays fast and loose. Let's go to the short list that actually earns trust. Not every dog food is a trap. Safer Picks share a pattern you can check. They publish sourcing, run batch-level pathogen and mycotoxin tests, and hold release until results pass. They post third-party certificates of analysis. Facilities show clean inspections, validated kill steps, and routine environmental swabs. Nutrition balance matters too. Look for named meats, appropriate protein, and tight vitamin premix controls. For cardiac cases, many veterinary diets target 180 mg sodium per 100 kilocalories under clinician guidance. We prioritized brands with no recent US recalls and those posting test results publicly. Even good brands can stumble, so always check the FDA recall page before buying. First up is a New Zealand maker with minimal processing and a spotless record. Now climbing back up with our first safe pick, Ziwi Peak air-dried. Light wafers, big protein, tiny carbs, and a recall record that stays clean yearly. Promise versus delivery. Named meats and minimal starch actually show up in the bag. Evidence: 2025, quality assurance and food safety. Reported the company states no recalls to date and air-dried low-carb recipes with named meats. Why this matters? Many risks hide to the nose. Batch tests and lot controls catch them before release. Lower starch can help control weight and stool volume, while dense animal protein supports seniors and dogs on heart or kidney plans. Wafers feel light, jerky-like, with a rich, meaty aroma that fills the bowl. Minimal processing, maximum traceability, fewer surprises at feeding time. Transition slowly over 7 to 10 days, feed by kilocalories, not scoops, and store cool and sealed. Keep the lot panel until the bag is empty and check the FDA recall page before reordering. Would your dog do better on smaller portions that still deliver real protein? Want US transparency with posted lab tests per batch? Our second safe pick is Raised Right, gently cooked with batch COAs. Clean labels, short lists, and hold and release to stop risky lots every time for families. Promise versus delivery. Human-grade claims backed by posted certificates of analysis for every batch. Evidence. 2024 Raised Right Human-Grade Pet Food states every batch is lab-tested and ships only after the COA passes. No FDA recall reports as of March 2024. Why this matters. Contamination rarely smells odd. Lab work, not noses, finds pathogens and label errors. Limited ingredients help sensitive dogs avoid common triggers, while gentle cooking preserves digestibility for seniors and dogs on heart or kidney meds. Texture check. Fresh, stew-like pieces with real food aroma when warmed. Every batch tested, every lot documented before shipping to your door. Transition slowly, store cold, use within the label window, and freeze portions you will not serve. Keep photos for lot tracking and check the FDA recall page before reordering. Would a shorter ingredient list make feeding easier for your sensitive dog? Prefer a traditional kibble brand with a clean recall history? Our third safe pick is Carnivore, baked and synthetic-free. Toasty aroma, crisp bite, and batch testing that keeps surprises out of the bowl. Promise versus delivery. Sprouted seed nutrition and named meats, without a synthetic vitamin premix. Evidence. 2014-2025 Dog Food Advisor and other reviewers report no recalls to date. The company states every batch is tested for pathogens and toxins before release. Why this matters? Premix errors can hide in numbers. Skipping synthetic blends reduces one route to overdose. Baked processing and sprouted grains support digestibility, steady energy, and fewer upsets for seniors and dogs on heart or kidney meds. Toasty, bakery-like smell and crisp kibble pieces that pour clean with low dust. Simple recipe, ingredients, and posted testing beats long labels every time. Measure by calories, not scoops, and increase slowly over a week while you monitor stool and energy. Store sealed, cool, and dry, and keep the lot panel until the bag is gone. Would your dog benefit from a formula that avoids synthetic premixes entirely? Want European-made quality with a long, clean record? Safe pick 4 is Farmina NND, Italy-made within FAIDF and AAFCO frameworks. Meat-forward, low dust, long, clean record across markets builds real trust. Promise versus delivery. Strict European standards with transparent nutrition, not marketing fog or fillers. Evidence. 2025 Dogster Roundups Note. No recall history reported in the US or EU for Farmina NND formulas align with FAIDF and AAFCO guidance. Why this matters? Plant controls and documentation catch problems before pallets ship, not after bowls are filled. Meat-first recipes with controlled carbohydrates support steady energy and healthy weight in seniors and dogs. On heart or kidney plans under veterinary guidance. Meaty aroma, uniform kibble, and low dust in the bag and bin. Rigorous standards plus disclosure beat pretty bags every trip. Choose life stage and size-specific lines. Confirm kilocalories per cup and measure meals by energy, not handfuls. Store sealed, cool, and dry, and keep the lot panel until the bag is finished for traceability. Would published standards and a clean record make you more confident feeding daily? Prefer fresh cooked delivered to your door? Safe pick 5 is the farmer's dog, fresh and portioned. Warm smell, visible ingredients, and clear feeding plans reduce guesswork and nightly bowl battles. Promise versus delivery. Human food kitchens, simple recipes, and portions tailored to your dog's weight and age. Evidence. 2024-2025 media roundups. Yahoo! Note no known recalls. The company cites USDA kitchens and testing protocols for safety. Why this matters? Freshness alone does not guarantee safety. Documented process controls and finished product testing do. Benefits show up fast for picky eaters and seniors who need softer textures, calories, and predictable sodium with veterinary guidance. Warm, home-cooked smell with visible meat and vegetables that spoon easily into the bowl. Simpler recipes plus portion control mean less waste and fewer stomach surprises. Keep meals frozen or refrigerated. Follow the transition chart over several days and feed by kilocalories, not heaping scoops. Label each pouch with the open date, clean bowls daily, and recycle packaging where accepted. Would pre-portioned packs help you stay consistent on busy weeks? Ready to clean up your pantry and your pup's bowl? Some dog foods sold you a story. A few actually delivered. What's the worst dog food you ever trusted? The one packed with fillers? The one that made your pup sick? Or the bag with that weird surprise no dog should ever bite into? Tell me below. Click on the left for the next pet food breakdown. Subscribe and follow for straight talk and safer bowls every week.